быть таким идиотом?
Ну, простите, я не сдержался.
Thank you very much. It's a good...
Выборы, elections of USA. No, you heard that we had, I think, good phone call. It was normal. We spoke about many things, and so I think, and you read it, that nobody pushed me. Yes.
In other words, no pressure.
President Trump.
Because you know what? There was no pressure. And you know there was, and by the way, you know there was no pressure. All you have to do is see it, what went on the call. But you know that. But you could ask the question, and I appreciate the answer. Go ahead.
Mr. President, would you like President Zelensky to do more on Joe Biden and the investigation?
No, I want him to do whatever he can. This was not his fault. He wasn't there. He's just been here recently. But whatever he can do in terms of corruption, because the corruption's massive.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has refused America's reportedly offered to evacuate Zelensky to save him from being captured or killed by Russian forces. It is the third day of Russian invasion in Ukraine. Russian forces are closing in on capital Kyiv. Zelensky had warned Kyiv's residents and urged them to brace themselves for Russian assault.
Всім доброго ранку, українці. Зараз в мережі дуже багато з'явилось фейкової інформації, що, немов я закликаю складати зброю нашу армію і йде евакуація. Значить так, я тут, ніяку зброю ми не складемо, будемо захищати нашу державу, тому що наша зброя – це наша правда. Наша правда в тому, що це наша земля, наша країна.
Russia's invasion of Ukraine has entered its third day, and the fight is now focused in the capital of Kyiv. A series of explosions rattled through the city of 3 million. The intense clash was followed after the Ukrainian army repulsed a Russian attack in the main Kyiv avenue. In a separate operation, local agency claims that Russian troops were trying to capture one of the city's electricity generating stations. This comes hours after Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky had warned that Russian troops will try to storm into Kyiv overnight. Reportedly, Washington offered to help evacuate the Ukrainian president, but he has refused to flee from his country and has insisted that he will continue to fight.
City, which is located to the borders of the Russian Federation. There were always many Russians there, and they're always friendly. There were warm relations there. More than 20 universities are there. It's the city that has the largest number of universities in our country. The youth is bright, smart there. The people who gathered there all the time and was gathering there all the time for celebrating all celebrations on the largest square in our country, the Freedom Square. And this is the largest square in Europe, and that's true. This is called the Freedom Square. Can you imagine this morning 2 cruise missiles hit this Freedom Square, dozens of killed ones. This is the price of freedom. We are fighting just for our land and for our freedom, despite the fact that all large cities of our country are now blocked. Nobody is going to enter and intervene with our freedom and country. And believe you me, every square of today, no alive. I think it's a fair one. Yesterday, 16 children were killed. again and again, President Putin is going to say that is some kind of operation and we are hitting a military infrastructure. Where are our children? What kind of military factories do they work at? What tanks are they going with? Or launching cruise missiles? He killed 16 people just yesterday.
Christian, there was something of a metaphor in all this. You saw the bearded Ukrainian leader in a T-shirt in the midst of a war speaking to the people in dress suits in the European Parliament. And yes, there has been remarkable European unity. And yes, they have taken economic actions. But when you see that juxtaposition, it makes you wonder, is it enough? Can it be enough to save that bearded man from the Russian onslaught?
You know, he's in his presidential palace and he's not wearing just any T-shirt. He's wearing military outfits, so to speak. The T-shirt in the green of the military. He's letting, obviously, for presumably necessary reasons, his beard to grow. He's one of the people. This is more than symbolic. This is, you know, a man who nobody thought would have to face this. You know, rising to the occasion and showing that he will not leave his people at the most dire moment in European history since the end of World War II.